Today we're going over the latest price moves in cryptocurrency, but I also want to talk about something that may seem a little bit outside the box here, and I think it's important to keep an eye on this because it could very well play a significant role in what happens in the upcoming week with crypto. So let's go ahead and get started with the general crypto market, and then I'll hop into my little side piece here. So looking at the general crypto market, we got Bitcoin down 0.68%. We're about 10 minutes left on the daily candle. So it's still looking like it's under $30,000, right around 29,700. And then we have Ethereum down 1.73%. BNB is down 1.31%. Solana is also down 4.62%. We're seeing more significant hits on cryptocurrencies such as XRP, which is down 5.34%. Dogecoin also down 4.08%. If we go take a look over at some of the Ethereum-based tokens, ones that are of significant to note would be Flex, which is actually up 12.08%. And then we have a significant drop down on Mask. Not super significant, but it puts it into a darker red territory, which is down 5.74%. And then if we go and take a look at other cryptocurrencies, we zoom in here just a tad bit. There is this green going on with a token called SBD. It is up 21.81%. And for other tokens, we have XDC is up 35.43%. This CAS is up 13.13%. And then we have some red going on here with Dell. We've been seeing a lot of significant moves with Dell recently. That's down 21.84%. Okay, so what is going on with this big news? It has to do with AMC stock. So I've talked about AMC stock in the past. It's starting to come up and be more relevant again because there was just a huge court case that took place in which the judge is denying AMC the settlement on stock conversions. This has to do with the APE. So APE was going to be getting converted over to AMC shares. People were looking at that, and there was a controversy about whether or not that should go through. There was a vote that took place. The vote had passed, but then when this was presented over to the court, the judge reviewed it. The judge is like, no. So a lot of people are actually more bullish on AMC right now because it looks like there is not going to be an inflated supply of AMC. So with this ruling, what we saw was it happened basically right around closing time on the trading of stock market close. It went up 62.95% after everything was done. I think it actually hit at one point over 80% an increase in after hours, okay? Keep that in mind. That's in after hours. Most people don't have access to trade stocks in after hours. So when retail has access to this coming on Monday, it's a really good question. Where is this going to go from here? So a lot of people have been holding on to AMC, looking for that squeeze opportunity. It has had a significant decline from its previous high. A lot of shenanigans that have been looking like they've been taking place. This is considered a meme stock in many people's opinions. Other people also look at it and say, well, look, it serves a purpose. People do go watch movies. But there's a lot of concerns with things right now, right? Because we've got the writer's strike, got the actor's strike, people looking at things like watching movies streamlined at home, all those things. But what is also really important to take note of here is in the short term, we're talking about call options. And these option contracts, if we look at the $7 strike price, there is a volume just in that one range alone of 1,070. Okay? But if we drop it down, even just the $4.50 range, there's 21,616. What about the $5 range? Not much more of a move, right? 30,374. And these are call options for July 28th, which means this upcoming Friday. This is significant because with a $4.40 price, that's what it closed out in regular trading hours. $4.40 range, okay? Very close to this $4.50 range and already above the $4 range. So there's a lot of call options that come into play here. This is significant for what's called a gamma squeeze. So a regular squeeze price shoots up. You're having more of an impact, a harder hit, larger percentage gains if you actually go with a gamma squeeze because of these call option contracts, okay? So best case scenario, you have a gamma squeeze. Are we setting up for a gamma squeeze? It sure as heck looks like it, but there's something that's also important to note here. So after hours, it's at $7.17, which puts us above that $7 range. In fact, it's starting to push it towards $7.50. Heck, if this goes above $9, there's another 20,000 right there too. So this is a lot. I mean, like literally on Yahoo Finance, I can't even scroll down more off of this, right? So we're pushing the boundaries and it's not even Monday, but really important. Historically speaking, what we've seen many times happen with AMC is that on Mondays, all of a sudden the price is going up. So what do people do? They think, hey, is this finally the time? They go out and they buy call options. And then all of a sudden at the end of the week, price drops. A lot of people close out their call options. They close out of the money. And who ends up profiting off of that? Not the people that had the call option contracts. So there's dark pools. A lot of this stuff you can look into more if you really want to. All I'm trying to say is, guys, right now the attention focus is really on what's going to happen next with AMC. There's been so many factors with this. You also have, it has been on the threshold list for way too many days. The SDC is supposed to do their job and come in so that we have some market stability. And lo and behold, what? They're not doing their job. Who would have thought, right? Yeah, so guys, there could be extreme volatility coming up next week. So I'm talking about all this. How does that impact cryptocurrency? So you've got major hedge funds, especially companies like Citadel, and they are in positions of power where they can impact things more on the back end, hence those dark pool things I was mentioning. And if they really want to manipulate the system, if they want to, they have some channel options to work things in their favor. Something else to keep in mind is that you could see a crossover event with crypto where people are selling their assets in crypto to have capital to do the big play, which looks like it could be over with AMC. And when you're talking about hedge funds, that could also mean that they're trying to short this stuff. So if they want capital, they want to try and short it down, even though it looks like it's an insane thing to try and do right now. Cost to borrow on this stuff is crazy. That could be something that comes into play. So moving into the beginning of next week, we might see a decline in crypto as people try to make the play push over into AMC and cause it to rise up. Now let's go ahead and move over quickly into the price charts for you guys, just run through these. So you got Bitcoin, it is currently down on the day, down just a tad bit, as I was mentioning in the previous overview. With this, it's below $30,000. This would put us about, I think, 5 days closure below 30,000. Not great, but volume is really low today. That is something that is nice to note at least. But I am getting a little bit concerned because we're getting closer to the 50 moving average, which currently is right around $29,000. Then we move on to BNB, with BNB continuing to move sideways within this consolidated channel. It's getting really close to that 50 moving average of passing above it, which is actually a good sign. So I think that there is some opportunity here in the near future, possibly within the next week or so, for BNB to start making some stronger pushes up, hopefully trying to push back towards the $300 price level. Then we move on to Ethereum, and unfortunately Ethereum continues to keep moving down and following along, showing this level of support, which tomorrow, if it does follow that trend, it would be right around 1900. If it drops below 1900, I am more concerned psychologically. That could push us more towards this 50 moving average, which would be around 1,850 or so. Moving on to SafeMoon, it is slightly up 0.02%. You got $25,000 in buy volume versus $11,000 in sell volume. We got SafeMoon over on Polygon, down 1.64%, $575 in buy volume, $43 in sell volume. SafeMoon on Ethereum side is down 0.15%, $689 in buy volume, nothing on the sell side. BBTF looking really good here, fourth day in a row, green candles, $6,100 in buy volume, only $210 in sell volume. It is up 7.68%. in the last 24 hours. And then for Pepe, it's one transaction to sell for $112. Not much movement really going on there. Again, that's over on the SafeMoon SWAP side. And that's what I got for you guys. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Do you think I'm onto something here with the AMC idea? You think that's going to have a significant impact or not really? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode.